mean, you can't wipe the smile off my face, so you're gonna have to try hard to get it off. Delighted obviously, and over the moon, and my first call up into the Socceroos squad. I can't wait to get going.
Yeah, does it feel like it's been a while coming? You've sort of been around?
Yeah, I guess over the last 3 or 4 years playing in Asia and playing to a good standard, and as I've said before in previous interviews, I feel like it's probably a little unjust at times not to be involved in the past, and I feel like certainly deserved how I've performed over the last 3 or 4 years, and now I'm back playing and in an environment where I'm wanted and enjoying my football, and putting in some good performances as well. I feel like I'm ready to step up.
Yeah, well, you've had Tony Popovic, he's had you as a player at Perth Glory, right? So did he call you personally, and he knows what he's getting, I guess? Yeah,
that's it. No, I've not spoke to the boss for a number of years actually. Been in contact more so with Hayden Fox, his assistant, so I spoke to Foxy a couple of times, over the last couple of years, and always kept in contact as you do in football, and it'll be good to reunite with the boss, and that's it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, he told us what he's expecting from you is a tough, no-nonsense defender that he just feels he's going to need at some stage in these 2 upcoming games. So that's what you bring to the table, right?
Yeah, that's it. I pride my game off defending. Obviously, that's my job first and foremost, to stop the goals going in. Last night was a bonus, I guess, being at the other end and chipping in and helping the team get the win with a goal. So that's it. That's what he wants me to. That's what I'll be there for.
Yeah, to make your debut potentially in a very meaningful game. Like we're running out of games to get the automatic spots. Must be extra, something extra as well.
Yeah, massive games coming up that will set us up instead for qualification to the World Cup. Obviously Indonesia and China, they're both going to be difficult games. I think at an international level, when I've watched the games, no game's easy. All the squads are stacked with good quality players, so it's going to be a challenge, but I think we'll have enough within our squad to do the job.
Yeah, people are quite worried about the pitch. You played on it last night. Just how slippery is it?
It's a tough one, eh? I mean, whether it's a stud or a mould as you use these days, it's hard to tell, to be honest with you. I wore studs on it last night and was still slipping, so on the foot it's a little bit slippy, but I mean it's the same for both teams at the end of the day, so we'll both have to deal with it.
Yeah, you mentioned your goal last night. What body part was that? I was at the game but I didn't couldn't tell.
Got the right peg on the end of it, which they don't come around too often. Score a few with my head in recent seasons, but not many with the feet. It was nice, great feeling to finally get my first goal. Only after 4 games as well, so it's brilliant.
Yeah, and also like a massive result for Sydney, and it just goes to show that you've made the right move. It feels like you're in the Socceroos and you're in the semi-finals of the ACL too. Yeah,
that's it. As I've said previously, in China I was ready to play there and play in the Chinese Super League again this season, and obviously that didn't eventuate, and was looking for new opportunities, and Sydney came calling, and I'm really glad that I'm here and really enjoying myself and being in an environment that I'm wanted, and it just feels like there's a really good atmosphere and good setup here at the club. Last night's game was massive, obviously qualifying now for the semi-finals, and we'll have a tough challenge in Singapore. Have to get a result there and bring an advantage back to Sydney and hopefully get through to the final, which I'm sure we will. It's amazing, really, really great night, especially being 2-0 down at half time and the scores are tied on aggregate, and you're coming in at half time a little bit worried and looking around and the boys' heads are down, but we bounced back, and I think we played really well second half, and my goal got us going again, and that's it. It's a great result.
Yeah, Douglas Costa had a pretty good game too, right? What kind of a performance was that in maybe one that goes down in Sydney folklore?
Yeah, he's on another planet, and he's just, when you watch him in training, and people, I guess, I know they appreciate how good he is, but when you see him here day in, day out, and you understand the type of calibre of player he is, where he's been, where he's played at, and it's great that he can come and have such an influence on our team, and obviously for the game in Australia. It's great to have him within the squad.
And now, so you're playing against Wellington, right, on the weekend? one game to get through, another 3 points, I guess, from where you're looking at?
Yeah, I wouldn't really say one game to get through. That's the main focus right now. Obviously, the news over the last couple of days is great for myself personally, but my main focus now is winning that game on Sunday, and that's got to be it for all the boys. And I think it's also the struggle, I guess, that teams have struggled balancing between playing in Asia and then bringing results back domestically, and we've really got to do that to cement our spot in the top 6.
Wellington are not quite the same team they were last season, and not having the results anyway. This is a big opportunity to pick up 3 points, and you need to do it, right?
Yeah, well, if you look at the table, it's so tightly stacked in around the top 6. Obviously, Auckland are a bit of a way off from the ones lower down, but yeah, Wellington are still playing attractive football from what I've seen. I've watched a few of the games recently, and they play nice, tidy football and work it out well from the back and disciplined, and so we'll be ready for that and on the front foot on Sunday, and taking obviously a lot of confidence out of last night's result going in.
It's good for me. I think everything covered pretty much.
How do you bring the squad back down to earth after like such a high and such a win, and then come back to then focus again? How do you do that as a senior player?
I don't think we need to come back down to earth. I think we just got to keep it rolling. I mean, whilst I've been here, we've had high after high, and it's great. We just got to keep that momentum where it is and keep the positivity throughout the team. And that's, there's just good vibes around the place at the moment. We just got to keep it rolling, and that's all we can do.